What up? Is anybody here? I'm just going live. I had a whim to just go live over lunchtime. So yeah, this is just me and two people here. So what's up, folks? How's it going? I'm here. I'm like in a break room. Not a break room. It's like a privacy room or a project room or something where I work. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. I just felt like hanging out. What up? The Hidden Dragon. What up? Dragon Trainer Zero. What up, Taco Lover? Hey guys, what's going on? So check this out. So yeah, let's do some Q&A, some D&D, talk D&D, whatever. Just like, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm here on a whim. Burgosaurus Rex, hello. Generous Heal. Yes, this is a spontaneous live stream. Giacchino, like all of this is interesting. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go on my phone. Hello. So, man, I can't pronounce these names. Kyler Christian, I can pronounce that name. What up? Rivers RPG, hello. Zerzerker. Fatamundo, hello. All right, guys, what up? My moderators are all going to kill me. They're going to be like, Luke, you didn't tell us about this. What's going on? All right. Jacinto. All right, Jacinto, thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, D-Dubs Entertainment, what up, dude? So D-Dubs is here. All right, we got one moderator in the house. Hey, so like, yeah, we're just hanging out, answering questions. I got to go to myself on YouTube because so like the chat, when I'm doing this on my iPod here, the chat is all like, it's there and then it goes and it disappears. So I'm actually going to turn my volume down. I got to actually go on to I'm going to go onto my phone so that I can go into this live stream on my phone so I can see the chat like permanently because it's all like disappearing. It like is there for a second and then it's gone and I can't actually see it, which is going to be a problem for me to actually see what's going on here. So stand by. I turn my volume down. This way I can actually see your guys' chat. Okay, here we go. Sweet. All right. Joe is patented. Thanks, man. I'm glad you like the videos. That's awesome. All right, Joe M has a question. Would like to see a 5e version of Spelljammer. Would I like to see it? Maybe. I haven't heard a whole lot. I don't know a whole lot about Spelljammer, to be honest with you. Yeah, but sure. Moscow, cool. Nikita, cool. Robin Peters, hello. What up? Yeah, Todd. I'm glad you liked the downtime video, dude. I just threw that one out there. That was today's video. Yeah. John is patented. Patented. Yeah, that's what I said, right, dude? Robin Peters, what up? How you doing, man? What's the moist people you've DM'd at a table? Well, I'm going to tell you what. That's like an underwater campaign or something if I were to get all my players moist before I, like, played a game. I think I had 7 people once at a convention. Like, my table, I think, sat 6 and had an extra person that I just kind of pulled in or something like that. Super moist. Yeah, totally. So like 7 people. That's it. Nothing to boast about. Like, oh, I had 20 people one time. Like, this is crazy too because my face gets all huge. Like, this is like a normal talking distance from my iPad, and yet like my face is massive on here. All right, you guys got any more questions? Otherwise, we're just chilling here. I got about 20 more minutes or so before I got to go to a meeting. So yeah, that's all we're doing here. Just chilling. Yeah. So I keep 5 people in so I have a roster of 5 people that I keep in most of my groups, 5 people. And I actually like 4 people the most. However, 5 people deals really well with absences. So like if one person is absent, we can still play D&D. If 2 people are absent, 3 people is still enough for a good session of D&D. 2 people, well, if you plan your games for like 5 or 4 or 5 people and you only got 2, that gets rough, right? And so in my games, like we always play no matter what. If there are at least 3 people there, we play the game. I don't do this rescheduling bullcrap. That's like the scheduling spiral of death that causes groups to just like fall apart and crap. So I don't go there. But 5 is great. But like 4 is my personal like preference and stuff. Yes, I use the virtual tabletop stuff for my Ancient Dragon game that I run with some of my patrons. All right, I'm scrolling through like my phone here to see what else is going on here. Diamantorius, hello. You're almost finishing your first campaign. That's awesome, dude. Nice. All right, Luke Angulo says, Have you thought about using modern military vehicle equipment like tanks and motorcycles in your game, either for the PC or to demonstrate the nation's power? No, I run D&D, man. Dungeons and Dragons is like a medieval fantasy game, so no, there's no modern stuff in there. Actually, I don't even like firearms. I actually steer away from introducing firearms in my game because, like, it's like, you know what? I don't know if any of my current players would do this, but I had a player once who I was definitely thought that he would pull some bullcrap. Like, once there's gunpowder, he'd be like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go hire some blacksmiths to make these like tubes and stuff, you know, and then I want to get some material that I can use as a fuse." Like, the thing with like introducing like gunpowder and stuff is like there's an immediate tendency to use our current modern knowledge and project it back into the past and immediately come up with inventions and stuff that took hundreds of years to make. And so like I'm always like terrified that I might have a player try to metagame crap like that. And I would just be like, no, it's not gonna happen, dude. So I don't know. I just don't. And it's medieval fantasy, so like why do I want firearms? Like I don't care about that. I want like swords and bows and stuff like that. So I don't know. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Firearms ruin my fantasy. Yeah, it could be. I mean, I just don't. It's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how like the connection is gonna be, you guys. Like if there's lots of buffering and stuff, I have no idea. I'm going wireless off from my iPod. iPod? No, that's not a thing. Do iPods still exist? iPad at work. So like I don't know what the connection is gonna be like. Kendrick Roach Lanza, what up, dude? How you doing, man? I'm just trying to scroll through my phone to see. Hey, Brian, loves the episodes. Enjoy your voices. A lot of fun. Cool. I have an idea for Red Dragon Loan Shark as a big bad. Oh, that sounds cool. Can't figure out how to make it into an adventure. Any thoughts? I don't know, dude. I'm not the one to ask for what do you want to call it? Crowdfunding ideas. If you want to crowdfund ideas, I always recommend Reddit and Facebook or some other forum for that. You don't want my ideas. And idea generation takes time and thought too. So live streams aren't like the best venue for that sort of thing. Oh, there was a question from Diamantores. I wish this worked better. Like I wish. Oh wait, hold on a second. Top chat, super chat, none. Like I wish on the iPad the chat would not disappear after a few seconds because it makes it really hard for me to like read that stuff. So I'm like trying to look at it on my phone. It's kind of crappy. All right, Demontori says, have you ever DM'd by about 12 hours with almost no preparation and had to improv the whole thing basically? Because I did that and surprisingly it turned out amazing. My players were surprised. Well, I'm glad that worked well for you. I've never done that. I've DM'd long game sessions, not super long, but I've DM'd game sessions with very minimal preparation, but not like super long and for like 12 hours. I don't think I've ever DM'd for 12 hours. Have I? Maybe when I was in high school, maybe there was one time when we like played one night and we all slept over and then I got up early the next morning and I prepared another adventure, and then that morning, you know, when I was done, we all played that adventure. So it's possible that we went for a while, but I don't know how long exactly we went for. I'm just scrolling through here to see if I missed any questions. So like, if you had a question and I didn't answer it, you have my permission to like repost it, because it's kind of hard to do this with the janky setup that I have here. Oh, here's one. Ivan Keurig. I just called you a coffee machine, Keurig. Sorry, buddy. My players love my campaign but never want to play. Should I get a new group? Okay, so check this out, dude. So like, if your players are all like, oh, we love your campaign, we love your game, this is so much fun, oh yeah. Oh, sorry, dude, I don't have time to play, or oh, I can't play, maybe next week or maybe next month. Like that's like double messages, dude. If I had a bunch of people that said they loved my games and stuff but never could actually play, I'd just be like, and I would find a new group, I'd find new players, man. Whether or not they're like being two-faced with you, I don't know. But I could definitely tell you that, like, yeah, find players that can play the game, you know. And if those guys ever decide they ever want to play, then you could figure out how to get them involved or something. You know what I'm saying? Okay, D-Dub says, Warren Oliver had an interesting question about drawing in introverted players. How might you excite those players and get them more involved? There's a. My brain is like the gears are whirling. Be careful with that, I would say, because not all players are the same. Some players are perfectly content to just sit at the game table, observe everything that's going on, and they don't say a whole lot. They don't participate a whole lot, but they are having lots of fun and they're enjoying the game experience. And it could be dangerous, or to try to force their involvement and force their participation, because they might not want to. They might be having tons of fun, not doing a whole lot from your perspective, but they're loving it. And so if you try to force them to say stuff or force them to engage in stuff, that might be off-putting to them. So there is a potential of that. So just keep that in mind. But what I do with all my players who are really quiet is I'll at least give them the opportunity to say or do something. Like, hey, Maggie, you're kind of being quiet over there. What do you do? Or Chiba or something. What do you want to do over there? And so you just ask them, hey, what do you want to do? Do you want to say anything to this NPC that you guys are all talking to? Or like other people are doing other stuff. What do you want to do while they're going and doing that stuff? You know what I mean? So ask them, But if they're just like, man, nothing, I'm okay, then I would just let it lie. It's possible that that's just not their jam. So I wouldn't try to force that a whole lot. Diamantoria says, if chocolate is poisonous to dogs and we are fighting lycanthropes, can we use chocolate instead of silver against the fluffy suckers? If they're werewolves, I would, if I had a player that actually had a bunch of chocolate and they were fighting werewolves, no, not just any lycanthrope, but werewolves specifically, and they're like, I want to force chocolate down their throat or make some sort of like chocolate venom for my arrows, I would totally consider that, because that is just that is a really cool idea, I would definitely, and it's not like, so I think there's probably an element to rule of cool to that, but there's also the element of, yes, chocolate is very bad for canines, and so it kind of makes sense too. So I would probably roll with that. Hey Josh, what up, dude? No, I'm in like a project room. It's like it's really weird because like it's got like holes in the wall and crap. It's like they were renovating it or something, But yeah, nah, just a project room. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you could join us, man. Oops. Uh-oh, what's going on there? Uh-oh, I don't want to do that. That's bad. Alejandro has a question. What's the best reward you have given a player? I don't know, dude. You'd have to ask my players. My players are probably the best judge of what the best reward I've given them has been. I give them lots of different stuff. What they think is the best is going to be a personal opinion type of thing. So no tengo ninguna idea, hombre. Hay que preguntarle a mis jugadores. I'm just operating on the assumption that with a name like Alejandro, you must have understood me there, buddy. And if not, then sorry. John is patented. My party has a player who is playing as a unicorn and another who is playing as a shadow dragon. Do you have any advice for playing non-humanoid races? Good luck, dude. No, dude, I have no advices for that. The only thing I would tell you is to try to make them as balanced as possible in their stat blocks or something. I don't know, unless that's an assumption of the game that you guys will have going on, that like it's okay for people to be unbalanced a little bit. That might be an assumption you have to have if you're doing that sort of thing. But if I were homebrewing stuff like that, I would try to make it somewhat balanced and then have them level accordingly. But that's a big old can of worms and a lot of work there, so I don't know how I would do that. So I say good luck. Yes, Chris, I have DM'd for kids. I have an ongoing campaign right now. They're my youngling group. We play about once a month. I started playing with them when they were all about 12 or so, and I think they are now about 14 or 15. They're in ninth grade and 10th grade, I think, somewhere thereabouts, or 8th and 9th grade. I don't know what they are. We play about once a month or so. So yes, have definitely DM'd for kids and continue to DM for kids. I actually just killed them all this last weekend. I kid you not. All of my youngling players died, and now they have to re-roll. They're rolling up new characters. 2 of them actually already had PCs rolled up, and they were like, oh, I have this, and I have this. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then a couple of them didn't. and stuff. So yeah, they all just TPK'd. I'm actually planning. I'll probably make a video on the TPKing of them and stuff. So yeah, it's a blast. It's tons of fun to play D&D. These guys they're awesome, you know. And like yeah, one of them is still alive. One of Quilina survived. They were. It's a long story. I'll do a video about it. But one of them is still alive. But she's an NPC now. But just leave it at that. she used Afflictor of Love on a Skull Lord, which is similar to a Lich, and it fell in love with her. And now she is going to be its queen, and yeah, everybody else is dead, but not her, and she's So it's fun. There's a cool little story there. Shadow Nebula, what up, dude? Discovered your channel and subscribed. In order to the player handbook, the master guide, and the master manual. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. You should. So we do these live streams every Friday, dude. So if you got questions and stuff, Fridays are the time to. I mean, obviously now apparently too because I decided to go live over lunch. But Fridays, man, it's a jam. Rabbit, hello, Rabbit. Sporting the little member egg there. Remember, I don't know. I always say every time I see him, I think I saw Joe in here too. I think Joe M was in here as well. For any members, remember to sign up for the one-shot giveaway that I have going on to play D&D with me. There should be a link down in the description. No, there isn't because I didn't. This is an impromptu one. Anyway, if you want to become a member and support the channel and possibly play D&D with me, there's a join button somewhere. Where's my finger? Somewhere down below this video, there's like a join button if you're interested in that crap. Let's see. Robin P. Oh, wait, he had a question. Rabbit actually had a question, too. Any opinions or tips on providing temporary character sheets to flesh out a flashback? I don't know what that means, dude. I don't know what that means. You got me. I have no tips or opinions because I don't understand the question. That's like when you're stalling for time in like an interview or something. Could you repeat the question? I do this like at work here. I do videos, and I was doing some interviews about a couple weeks ago, and we were interviewing somebody about something here at work, and she was like stalling for time. When she didn't know what the answer was, she was like, "Oh, could you repeat the question?" But I actually legitimately don't understand the question. Hey, Mr. Moorton, yes, live stream, lunch stream, just impromptu. I was just sitting here, I'm just like, you know what? I've got like half an hour to blow. Usually I would just, I released a video today, and so usually I would just be answering comments on my video. And I'm doing pretty well, and I've answered almost all the comments. And so I was like, I'll just do a live stream instead. Robin Peters says, how far do you plan ahead of a session? Like 2 sessions or 3? It depends because like a lot of the adventures I create take my players 4 sessions to complete. So I don't know if that's a comment because that they're long adventures or that my players go slow or the combats take a while. I don't know. You figure it out. I usually have 1 adventure in the hopper. You know what I mean? So like I have an adventure. Once they start running a current adventure, that's about when I start planning out the next adventure for them. If that makes sense. So I don't measure it by sessions. I measure it by adventures. Mars Battle King says, how would you recommend a DM handling the PCs being the rulers of a small town early on in the campaign to prevent them from getting too much power too quickly? Level 5-ish. So like if it's a small town, they don't have a lot of resources. How are they going to gain power? It's mostly farmers and merchants and stuff like that. There are some guards, but the guards are like CR 1/8. They're like little wussy boys. What are they going to do? You know? And besides which, guards aren't soldiers. Guards are there to keep the peace. They're not like a standing army that's going to go off into dungeons and stuff and get murdered. You know, that's crazy. Besides which, even if they do organize some guards that go assist them on an adventure and a lot of them end up dead, you know what's going to happen? The people of that populace are going to not be very happy, and the people of that town might just revolt against them and be like, you're not going to rule us anymore because you're getting all of us murdered. Like the ruler of a town, the expectations of a ruler of a town should be to protect the town and like be beneficial for the town and help that town prosper. And so if you're getting people murdered and killed, that's not something the townspeople are going to take kindly to. And so those are some things for you to consider. Wayne Browser, I called you Browser. I always call you Browser, but it's Bowser. Sorry, buddy. Wayne Bowser Jr., thank you for super chat, man. I will enjoy that. I appreciate it, man. He always jumps into the live streams and then he's like, just take some money, folks. You're awesome, dude. Oh, look at that. Wayne, your dragon is growing too. Wayne has been a member for quite some time now. And if you guys notice down in the chat, he now has a dragon fully hatched out of the egg. Now, eventually, Wayne, that dragon is going to have fire all around it when you've been a member for, I think it's 6 months. It's like 6 months maybe. It has fire around it. I forget exactly the details, but it keeps on growing the longer that you're a member. All right. Looking for some more questions. 2 months. Oh, okay. Oh, at 6 months it becomes the dragon. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Ivan says, have you realized that I am Slavic and that you mispronounce my surname? I'm pretty sure I recognize that because I mispronounce almost everybody's name. So it's like, it's not, like, don't take it personally. It's like a badge of honor. It's like, I was on a live stream with Luke from the DM Lair and he mispronounced my name. Yeah, my name has been mispronounced many, many times by Luke. I mispronounce everybody's names and character names as well, Ivan. I'll just call you Ivan C. So Warren Oliver's like, oh, I thought you said meow. There are no cats here. I'm at work currently, so no cats. I've only got about 5 more minutes though. I have a meeting at 1 o'clock, and so I got about 5 more minutes before I gotta go to my meeting. Joan Dudley, hey, what's going on? Good to see you again. She's asking about Guapo. Guapo is at home, probably sleeping. I don't know what Guapo is doing right now. I'm sure he's fine. He was in the video today. This morning's video, Guapo was in it. That was cool. Like that, he was like, so in the recording, if you watched the video today, you guys saw that like I picked up Guapo and jumped like that. But when I was recording that video, probably a few weeks ago, he was like rubbing, I'm like recording the video, I'm like looking at my teleprompter, my camera and stuff, I'm like recording the video, and he's like rubbing against my legs and stuff, just rubbing against me, and I'm just like, ah. So I had to put him in the video. I have no tips for making a Witcher class race because I don't know anything about The Witcher. I think I watched a couple episodes on Netflix, but the production quality was kind of low, and the plot and stuff seemed very slow in building. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, and so like I bounced right off from it. Like I think like the Netflix series is probably going to appeal more to people who have played the video game and like understand what's going on. But for me, I was just kind of like, what is this? And the production quality is like Netflix does really good miniseries, and so I wasn't sure why The Witcher kind of seemed not so well put together. But I've only watched a couple episodes. I hope I'm not triggering people, and they're like, During says, how do you like Star Wars, and do you ever play Star Wars campaign? I love Star Wars. You're about to trigger a rant, dude. So like, I love Star Wars. I do not love anything that Disney has done to the franchise. Disney needs to they need to sell the Star Wars franchise to somebody that can actually not destroy it further. It's like every single movie. Okay, let me rephrase that. I liked the Solo. I liked Rogue One. Those I think were really well done. I personally enjoyed them. But like the main ones with like Kylo Ren and who's the chick with the staff? Who's like Mary Sue? Who's the Mary Sue? Like the chick with the staff. She's a Mary Sue. It's just ridiculous. She can do whatever the plot demands. Oh, you need me to blow up all these Death Stars? It's like, come on. Oh, you need me to bring someone back from the dead? I have zero training. There's zero reason for me to be able to have the skills that I can do. There's zero reason for me to be expert at lightsaber battles, and yet I can do it all. It's like, it's so stupid. And that's just one critique. There's a mile-long list of all the ways Disney has destroyed Star Wars. It's really pathetic and horrible, and yeah. And the sad thing is, well, I should stop talking. Some people are probably like, "What are you talking about, Luke? I like the movies." Don't say that. That's gonna trigger me more. All right, let's keep going. I saw somebody else threw. I saw a $2 super chat. Why did it show up? Oh, Jeremy. Hey, what up, dude? Thank you for the 2 Euros, that must be. Austria, Vienna, cool. Wait. Austria. You guys speak German in Austria, don't you? Ich habe ein bisschen Deutsch studiert an der Uni. Aber ich kann Deutsch nicht so, mein Deutsch ist sehr schlecht. Ich kann es nicht sprechen. That was really horrible. That's about like all I can do. Like, I studied German for like a year or so in college, and I studied French a little bit too. So obviously I speak English. I'm fluent in Spanish. I studied French and German in college as well, but my French is, don't ask me to speak French. My German is like, ich möchte ein Glas Bier. That's all. That's what I got. I got like the basics. Like, I feel like if I went to a restaurant, I wouldn't starve. That's all I got. And my accent is probably atrocious too. Yeah. No, don't. Wayne, do not watch the new Star Wars. Do not watch them. It's a waste of your. Do not give Disney the satisfaction of making any money off from that franchise. They should go into debt over that. This horrible, horrible disaster. I know D-dubs. I understand that there are people that like the new trilogy and stuff, but I cannot relent. I mean, it's like, I gotta be honest, and it's bad. Okay. Question. Ivan, let's change the topic. Yeah, before I dig a hole. In my campaign, a highly ancient civilization that fought the demons and now is no more. It's very important. Do you have any tips to develop the story further? Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm sorry, Ivan. I slaughtered your name, and now I don't have an answer to your question. Josiah, you came in at a very interesting time. Very, very interesting. Oh, Joe M agrees with me about Star Wars. That's awesome. Have I ever made a homebrew version of Deck of Many Things? I haven't. I've used the Deck of Many Things in one of my games. I have a video on my channel that shows exactly what happened during that as well. The Mandalorian is good though. I haven't seen any of those. That's the one with the Baby Yoda stuff, right? That everybody's like, oh, Baby Yoda, he's so cute. I haven't seen any of those. I don't watch TV. I have Netflix. I don't really watch TV a whole lot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's what's going on right now. I have to go to a meeting. Yep, that's right. So I need to end this bad boy right now, and I'm going to go to a meeting. So we might do this again, though. This was fun. I enjoyed this, and I have 90 people on, so a lot of people showed up for this. So yeah, that's cool. We'll do this again, I'm sure, because the Mandalorian. What's the Mandalorian on? All right, sorry folks. That's all I got time for. I will see you. Fine, leave. I'm sorry, Josiah. You should have come on when I started this live stream. And then we would have been able to do this more. All right, guys. I'll see you later. This has been fun. Peace out. Peace out. Until next time, let's play D&D. All right, I got to be able to stop this. Stop.